You'll learn exactly how to reorder pages in Softr step by step, so your application's navigation menu stays organized and intuitive for your users. Softr is a no-code platform that lets you build powerful web apps from Airtable or Google Sheets data. And as your project grows, you'll naturally add more pages for dashboards, landing pages, forms, or client portals. The order of those pages directly controls how they show up in your site's navigation menu, which makes a huge difference in usability and the overall professional feel of your app. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, you need to log in to your Softr account. Head over to your Softr dashboard and enter your credentials. And once you're in, you'll see your workspace with all your applications listed. This is your command center, so take a moment to get familiar with the left sidebar. That's where the main navigation lives. You'll see options like applications, templates, and settings, but for today's task, we're focusing on one specific area. Go ahead and click on Applications in the left navigation menu. This will bring up a list of all the apps you've built or are currently working on inside your Softr account. If you're like most creators, you probably have a few different projects in here. Maybe a client portal, a membership site, or an internal tool. Just click on the application you want to edit, and it will open up in the Builder view. That's where you'll make all your structural changes, so we're in the right place. Now, look to the left sidebar again, and this time click on the tab labeled Pages. This opens up your full page management panel, which shows you every single page inside your application, your home page, any subpages, nested pages, and empty placeholders you might have created. Take a moment to scroll through and review that list carefully. You'll notice the pages are displayed in the exact order they currently appear in your navigation menu, from top to bottom. This is your blueprint, so understanding the hierarchy is key before you start dragging anything around. Decide which page you want to move. Maybe it's your main dashboard that you want to bring higher up, or perhaps a contact form that should be grouped near similar pages. Think about your user's journey. What do they need first when they land on your app? That should be the most accessible item. Once you have a specific page in mind, hover your mouse over its name in the list. You'll notice a small icon appear on the left side of the page name, usually 6 dots or a grid pattern. That's your drag handle, and it's your ticket to reorganizing your navigation. Click and hold that drag handle with your mouse. Don't just tap it, press down and keep holding. You'll see the page row lift slightly or change color to indicate it's ready to move. While you're holding, slowly drag the page either up or down the list, depending on where you want it to go. As you drag, you'll see a visual indicator, a line or a shaded bar, appearing between other page names, showing you exactly where the page will land if you let go. This is a critical point. Move slowly and watch that indicator. A common mistake is dragging too fast and dropping a page in the wrong spot, which can mess up your navigation order or even accidentally create a subpage relationship you didn't intend. Once the page is hovering in the perfect position, release the mouse button. Your page will snap into place, and you'll see the order update immediately in the list. You can repeat this process for any additional pages you want to reorder. Just grab the drag handle, move it, and drop it. Don't rush through this. Take your time to think about logical groupings. For example, put all your main dashboard type pages at the top, followed by forms, then resources, and finally settings or account pages. This kind of thoughtful hierarchy makes your app feel polished and professional. After you've moved a few pages, take a moment to check your page hierarchy, especially if your application contains nested pages. In Softr, you can have parent pages and child pages that sit underneath them, creating a drop-down or expandable menu structure. If you accidentally drag a child page away from its parent, or drop a page inside another one, it can change the nesting behavior. To verify this, look at how pages are indented in your list. Child pages are typically slightly indented under their parent. If something feels off, you can always reorder again, or adjust nesting using the same drag and drop method, being careful to place pages side by side rather than on top of each other. Here are a few expert tips to keep in mind. Place your most important pages near the top of the navigation, because users naturally scan from the top down. Group similar pages together, like all your marketing pages in one section and all your client tools in another, to create visual and logical consistency. Keep page names short and descriptive. Use dashboard instead of main dashboard overview, and contact instead of contact our team form. Long names get truncated in navigation menus and look messy. After every major change you make, preview your navigation by clicking the preview button in Softr's top toolbar. This shows you exactly what your users will see, so you can catch any awkward jumps or misplacements. Finally, make it a habit to review your page order regularly as your application grows. New pages get added, old ones become less relevant, and your navigation should evolve right alongside your content. You've now successfully reordered your pages in Softr, giving your application a clean, intuitive navigation that guides users exactly where they need to go. This small organizational task has a huge impact on user experience, reducing confusion and making your app feel like a polished professional tool. As a next step, consider revisiting your page names to make sure they're consistently short and action-oriented, or explore Softr's menu customization options to add icons or hide certain pages. If you found this walkthrough useful, save this video to come back to anytime you need to tidy up your page structure, and I'll see you in the next one.